Hello, everybody. It is Thursday, December 18th, and welcome back to the Nick Watkins Show. I'm Nick Watkins. We don't really have a lot to talk about, and we have a very short amount of time to talk about just whatever I'm going to talk about today. Let's just get into it. There are a couple games tonight. There are a lot of games tonight. There was nothing yesterday, so we'll just look ahead to tonight, what's going to happen. The Warriors play in Phoenix. That is at 6 o'clock. Warriors looking to get back to 500, looking to finally win a game. There's been a lot of drama and controversy concerning this team recently. Got to get back to winning. Somebody's going to need to step up. Other than Steph, obviously Steph has he's going to need to play a good game. We want him to play a good game, but I'm trying to look at the supporting pieces. Is Jimmy going to have a good game? Is Pod's going to have a good game? Is QP going to have a great game? Is somebody else going to step up and take kind of the burden off Steph because he's been so great, but we've been losing despite that. So, yeah, I guess hopefully we can get a good win tonight. The Sharks also play. They're looking to continue their winning ways instead of turning around from a couple losses. But this game is going to be tough. It's at home against the Stars. The Stars are a very good team. This is a big test for this young Sharks team. We've been good. We are good. This is kind of a question of, how good are we? Can we take down this top team in the West? This is an opportunity to do so. And you don't want to say you're playing with house money, but it's kind of a game where if you lose it, you kind of shrug your shoulders, say, okay, that's a good team. But if you win the game, you start thinking, wait a minute, are the Sharks for real? So hopefully the Sharks can pull this one out tonight. This is going to be a great game. But the biggest game of all doesn't involve the Bay Area. Well, actually, the Bay Area team isn't playing in it, but the stakes are very high for one of the teams that we support here in the Nick Watkins Show. NFC West division showdown on Thursday Night Football. This game is huge. In Seattle, the Seahawks and the Rams, and they are both 11-3. They have the same record. The Rams have the tiebreaker with that game won in Los Angeles, the first time these two teams played. So this essentially, literally is for first place in the NFC West for this week. Here in week, what are we, 16? 16, wow, already? Man, the season's kind of gone, well, I say it's gone by at a normal pace. I don't know. But anyway, let's get back to the game here. This game is it should be a brilliant game. I mean, these are two 11-3 teams going at it on Thursday night in Seattle, which is always loud. It's rocking. It's going to be cold, most likely. And these are two extremely good teams. One of them is the best, in my opinion, the best offense in the league. And the other team is a very good defense and is just well-rounded in many ways. I think Seattle definitely has home field advantage here, but the Rams they're rolling. They already beat Seattle this year. Seattle's offense has struggled as of late, but that defense sure is good. So I think that's going to be the matchup to watch out for, is how Matthew Stafford and the Rams offense goes at the Seahawks defense in that battle. And then, of course, on the other side, the Seahawks offense is good. It's just been kind of slow recently. And the Rams defense is also slept on, in my opinion. That's a very good defense on the other side of the ball for Los Angeles. So this game has potential to be the game of the year in the NFL. I'm very excited for this. I get off of work at 7 tonight, so I'm gonna miss maybe the first half or so, but I'm gonna be watching the second half for sure. This game is gonna be exciting. I know I said that over and over again, but this is a premier matchup of two of the top dogs in the NFC. Now, as for the 49ers, what this means, we still have to play the Seahawks, and we've already played the Rams twice, gone 1-1 there, so we kind of did our job. But with the injuries and everything, it's honestly, it's good that we went 1-1. We split that series. So yeah, we still have to play the Seahawks again. The Rams schedule, I believe, is a little bit easier than Seattle's. After this, they have the Falcons and the Cardinals. So yeah, okay, it's very easy. And then as for the Seahawks, their schedule, if I can find the calendar here, they have the Panthers and then us. So It's kind of tough who we're rooting for here, because the Panthers, or I mean, not the Panthers, sorry, the Rams obviously have the easier schedule, so you want them to lose a game, in order to, you know, because they'll probably win the next two. So you want them to lose this one, so there's a greater chance of, them finishing with four losses, if that. And then the Seahawks have a tougher schedule, so you want them to get the win because they would, have more chances to lose in the next 2 weeks. But with that being said, are we really going to catch the Rams? We also have a very difficult schedule, more difficult than those two because we have the Colts and the Bears and the Seahawks. So we have the tougher schedule. So it's kind of a question of, are we still going for the division? And the answer is yes, of course. But I mean, if either way, it's kind of a win-lose situation because if the Seahawks win, then we still have a chance for the division and overtaking the Rams. But if the Rams win, the division is not out of the question, but it's a lot harder to attain. But the Seahawks would be easier to overtake, for wild card seeding. So I don't know how it's going to work out. We're gonna be watching this game. Everybody's gonna be watching this game very closely because it is a good one. So just to recap, the Warriors, Sharks, and Thursday Night Football all tonight. It's gonna be exciting. It's gonna be good. And I will see you guys tomorrow.